Hello guys, Steviectv here, and this is Man United and Manchester City combined 11. We've got Edison or Onana. Both like to come out of the net. Both liable to a mistake. Both has a presence in the box, they're commanding in the box. Great distribution from both. Onana slows it down a lot. Onana slows down everything. Onana could be rooted at times. Doesn't dive. So for me, Edison has got to take this one. Right back, got Walker or Dolo. Walker has pace. Dolo has a good cross. Getting better at tracking back. One thing that Walker can do well. However, both can be caught out at the back. So I'm going to go Walker. Then we've got Varane, Diaz, centre back. Both have won it all. Both are leaders. Varane is half the player that he used to be. Can't lie, he is half the player he used to be. Varane is very injury prone. Diaz plays pretty much every game in the Premier League. Diaz has a presence we've not seen in the Premier League for a very long time, in my opinion. I'm not talking Van Dijk presence, I'm talking like a Vidic presence. Somebody who can get on the ball, somebody who commanding and throws himself at everything. So I'm going to have to go Diaz here over Varane. Stones on Martinez next at centre-back. Again, Stones is injury prone. Martinez seems to be getting like that. Seems to be getting a bit injury prone. Martinez seems to be that forward-thinking player that United need right now. This season, though, has he played enough games? Stones can play in various different positions. CDM, right back, centre back. He can play everywhere. That is a utility player that is needed for Manchester City. This is probably one of the closest matchups in the whole lineup today. Stones has to take this one for me, though. I love Martinez for United. He's probably one of our best players right now, but he's just not there yet. In comparison to Stones, Stones has won it all at Manchester City, so it's got to be Stones. Shaw versus Ake. Nathan Ake. So you've got Gvardiol, Ake, both great left backs for Manchester City. I personally prefer Gvardiol as a centre back. Shaw this season is very, very injury prone. However, when he's fit, Shaw is Shawberto Carlos. Like, there's his overlap, his crossing, his drill balls across the box. He has it all. Like, literally, on his day, he has everything going for him. Ake, again, another utility player for City. Plays in various different positions. Centre-back, left-back. I probably can play CDM as well. Ake has took to the left-back very, very well for Manchester City. He's probably their best left-back. And when they've got a left-back who sits on the bench every single time with Sergio Gomez, like, our centre-back is keeping a left-back out. That says everything for you. One thing with Ake, though, he can get us a goal. Sure, not as often, but Ake can get you a goal. And especially in the air. Shaw can't do that. Shaw can get you an assist, maybe. But Ake, he's proven this season that he can go and get a goal. So for me, it's going to have to be Ake in this one. It's the ring generals now. It's Rodri versus Casemiro. Another case of leaders and winners, a bit like Varane and Diaz. Casemiro, again, like Varane, has slowed down massively this season specifically. He's not the player he was. He is not. He can't keep up with the game. He's mistiming tackles. And with me saying mistiming tackles, they love a good yellow card. Casemiro, more red cards probably since he's been at United than his whole career. He never had a red card. One thing with Rodri is he is missed by Manchester City when he doesn't play. You take Casemiro out of a United side, is he missed? Probably not anymore. That being said, I'm going to have to pick Rodri again in this. It's not one that I want to do, but I'm going to have to pick Rodri. Probably one of the best CDMs in the Prem right now. Next up is Alvarez versus Mainoo. We all know Kobbie Mainoo, future star, prospects, has everything for him. He's 18 and he's playing like he's 28. He's playing in his prime. It feels like he's got all the time in the world at his feet. He's very composed. He's a bit of a leader on the pitch already. Whereas Alvarez, he's won everything at 23. So Champions League, Premier League, Copa America, World Cup. Like, everything possible, he has won it. One thing with Alvarez that's different to Kobbie Mainoo is he can get you more goals, and his ball control is very, very good. Again, this is a close matchup, probably the closest one for me, this one. Really, the only negative I can feel there in this decision is Mainoo is younger. But it's still not stopping me from putting Mainoo on that team and putting him over Alvarez. The big debate next is Bruno or Kevin De Bruyne. In my opinion, there isn't a debate at all. This is Kevin De Bruyne's all day. And I'll tell you why. Bruno covers the pitch brilliantly, right? And he presses more than Kevin De Bruyne would. His stats probably say that he does more than any other player in the Premier League. But what has he done in the last 3 months that Kevin De Bruyne has not done in 2 weeks? My personal opinion on Bruno is he covers a pitch, but he does nothing on that pitch when he gets the ball. Kevin De Bruyne, you just look what he did the other day against Luton. 4 assists in 1 game. Don't see Bruno doing that. And then you've got vision by Kevin De Bruyne. Bruno has a little bit of that. The ball control by Kevin De Bruyne. The precision by Kevin De Bruyne. Every ball from De Bruyne tends to hit his man, or at least 75% of those do. About 15% Bruno gets. He never beats the first man. Long balls overhits them. Players running off the pitch. Like, to me, no debate. Kevin De Bruyne is in that squad. Foden versus Rashford. Honestly, Foden has been City's best player this season in my regards. Like, everything he's done. He's doubled Rashford's figures this season for goals and assists. So he's got 9 goals and 5 assists, I think. Rashford's only got 5 goals and 2 assists. So he's doubled the figures there. And then you've got Foden's ball control and energy. The ball control is probably one of the best in the Premier League. Like, right now, I can't say anybody who controls that ball better at his feet than Phil Foden. Whereas Rashford, no running, no energy, no drive. Has a good game every 1 in 10. Rashford needs to be sold, in my opinion, from United. It's got to that point with Rashford. So, easy decision for me here. Foden has to take the spot here. The right wing this time, Bernardo Silva or Garnacho. Garnacho has the potential to be an absolute star. The confidence he has, the arrogance he has as a player is what will make him as a player in the future. And it gives him a little bit of a push right now. And fans love to see it at the minute, especially United fans. Fans are loving to see the drive that he has to want to be the best. One thing he does do, though, is he overcomplicates things. His decision-making needs to improve, and his touch needs to improve. He tries to run onto balls too often. He puts a heavy touch out to run onto it, and he just isn't doing well enough in that regard. Bernardo Silva, most underrated player by Manchester City, in my opinion. The energy this guy has. My partner is a City fan, and she says he's the Duracell bunny of Manchester City. And I have to agree. And even though this isn't about Rashford, he runs 100 times more than Rashford ever has done for Man United. The press the guy has, he makes mistakes out of players due to him putting pressure onto the players. Like, what else can you ask for from a player than somebody who's got drive, energy, just constantly on the defence whenever you need him to be? He even gives you a goal. I'm going to have to go with Bernardo Silva here. Garnacho, amazing future, but Bernardo Silva is an underrated player. Now the striker option, Haaland or Højlund. Let's be honest, it's quite an easy one, but we're going to break it down anyway. We've got a Premier League top goal scorer and someone who should have won the Ballon d'Or against a future prospect with potential in current form. Now he's injured, not so much, but Højlund got 7 goals and 2 assists in 5 games, I think it was, or 6 games. Højlund probably gives more off the ball than Haaland does. He can press, he can hold up. Haaland can really hold up. This is regarded as a bad season for Haaland because he's not scored as many goals as last season. He's not had as many shots on target this season, but he's still the top goal scorer in the Premier League. That says everything. That says everything about Haaland. So this one has to be Haaland. It may look like I'm a City fan, but as you can see, I'm a Man United fan. I'm not just wearing the t-shirt, I am a Man United fan. The harsh reality is, Man United aren't anywhere near Manchester City right now. And that is why I've done this combined 11, to show you and tell you Man United need to improve massively to even compete at the top level in the Premier League. Some people might even put Alvarez over Mainu in this. That'll be a clean sweep against Man United. It's been years since you've been able to say that. Like, I don't know if you ever could say that. That Manchester City have had the best team, or best 11, over United out of every single player. There's always been at least one or two players which might have fit in their squad. Not one would actually fit in that squad right now, other than Mainu. That guy's 18, so really, you shouldn't even be considering Mainu. However, Mainu is the only shining light and positive this season for Man United, and the guy is playing beyond his years. So Man United, all I can say is we need to do some business. And come this derby day, we need to show why we are Man United. Because we haven't got the quality or the players, but what we do have is the Man United spirit. That's been the Combined 11. Like, share and subscribe, guys. Thank you for watching. Keep smiling. Goodbye.